Welcome back to the show. Check out these headlines here. XRP, the bridge settlement token for the G7, G20. We got that and so much more. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. You could follow us on X, YouTube, and DigPerspectives.com for exclusive content. Right now, look at this $3.94 trillion market cap. The market cap is up 2.5 on crypto, almost back to 4 trillion. Feels good to see it. Bitcoin still at 112,500 plus. Ethereum is 4,100 now. And we see the number 5 spot still XRP at 250. We're up 1.8 on the 24. We're still off 12.9 on the 7-day from that flash crash last Friday. Look at the range of price here. Range between 245 and 253 as the spread is tightening. Let's get into this right here. It's Caleb and Brown, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, when that flash crash was happening, if this isn't evidence enough, when that flash crash was happening, I was trying to buy as an A-B comparison because I knew this is the kind of moment you want to try it out. I sent a message to my broker and told him I wanted to make a buy, and then I also tried to purchase at the same exact time on another platform, which I will not name. And all I can tell you is I still didn't get the order through on the other exchange. It wouldn't go through. No matter, and I tried multiple, more than 10 times to get the order to go through. It would never go through. But you know what? In less than probably 30 seconds, I had an email back executing your order from Caleb and Brown. And then within 90 seconds, I had the actual order for my file to put it in. And all I had to do was send a message. It was done. And it was done. I tell you, this is the kind of ease of use, convenience that I'm looking for in this space. And you can speak to a human being like I did in real time. It's unheard of and it's unmatched, as well as free institutional grade custody at zero charge to you. You're only charged if you buy, sell, and swap on this platform. And there's one fee to do it. And that's negotiable depending on the size of your withdrawal. So when you talk about where the best place is to be with your assets, this here right here is certainly one of them. Start getting the best night's sleep you've ever had and click the link below or just go to xrpwealth589.com and sign up today. Look at this. New York City Mayor Eric Adams establishes Office of Digital Asset and Blockchain Technology via an executive order advancing the city's crypto agenda. How about that? Oh, we got forward motion all over the place today. You're going to see, regardless of what the market's doing and the government shutdown, hang in there. You're going to love it all. Weebus, who we know has an XRP corporate treasury, has just filed a press release with the SEC, and it announces plans to establish a tokenized travel reward exchange platform integrating XRP stablecoin settlement to enhance cross-border reward redemption and value conversion across the loyalty industry. Now, take a listen to this when I go into the actual thing here. You go into it and it says here the initiative targets the $20+ billion global loyalty management market, according to research by Grand View Research and researchandmarkets.com, aiming to improve liquidity, transparency, and interoperability between airline, hotel, and mobility reward ecosystems by combining blockchain-based tokenization with the stability and efficiency of XRP stablecoin settlement. Notice that phrase, XRP stablecoin settlement. Oh, this is getting good, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to like where we're going today. Weebus seeks to enable travelers to exchange, redeem, and utilize their rewards seamlessly across multiple brands and regions in real time. The global loyalty market is large but highly fragmented. Our goal is to build a unified tokenized reward exchange that unlocks real liquidity and simplifies global redemption by integrating XRP stablecoin settlement. You're hearing this, right? Okay, so stay with me. Now we know, look, now Ripple's expanding even further, expands global custody footprint into Africa through new collaboration with Absa Bank. Well, this is fantastic. Let's hear what Reese Merrick has to say about it. He says Ripple custody has arrived in Africa. Having spent time in South Africa earlier in my career, it holds a special place in my heart. So I'm delighted we're bringing institutional grade digital asset custody to one of the nation's leading banks. This is amazing. This news highlights the serious intent of heavyweight African financial institutions to enter the digital asset space. We're proud to act as their trusted partner. This is fantastic right here, right? So then we see this from President Trump about BRICS and ditching the dollar. Remember when we were attacked a few years ago for even talking about BRICS? BRICS isn't real. Why are people doing it? They're only talking about it because of clicks. Really? Well, those people are not very smart. What I can tell you is that BRICS was very real, and it is designed to ditch the US dollar and harm our country and our way of life. Take a listen to this, though.
I told anybody wants to be in BRICS, that's fine, but we're going to put tariffs on your nation. Everybody dropped out. They're all dropping out of BRICS. BRICS was an attack on the dollar.
Bingo.
And I said, you want to play that game? I'm going to put tariffs on all of your product coming into the U.S. They said, like I said, we're dropping out of BRICS. And BRICS is like, they don't even talk about it anymore. Scott, you want to add to that?
And there you have it right there. That's from the president himself. And when I heard that, I think, there we go with that whole a new grand global economic reordering is underway, right? So there you have that. And then this is our time. Listen to Larry Fink, exactly what he says. BlackRock Larry Fink says over the next decades, they are moving away from traditional assets and focus on digital assets. But then there is you crying secretly when no one is looking, doubtful about crypto and its adoption. That's exactly right. Shout out to Vet. Listen.
So we look at that as the next wave of opportunity for BlackRock over the next tens of years as we start focusing, moving away from traditional financial assets by repotting them in a digital manner and then having people stay in that digital ecosystem.
And there it is right there from Larry Fink from BlackRock. We're going to tokenize the rest of traditional finance, and by repotting everything into this digitized, tokenized world, and then everyone will stay in that world once we get them there, right? Isn't that it? Yes, it is it. And that brings me to this. Citigroup's plans to crypto custody launch in 2026 after 3 years of preparation as 9 global banks, including Citi, develop G7 backed stablecoin with market projected to hit 50 trillion in payments by 2030. Okay, so that means what they're suggesting here is the way I take it is G7 backed stablecoins means every G7 nation will have a stablecoin, and it will turn into a $50 trillion industry of payments by 2030. Okay, got it. I hear where you come. I'm smelling what you stepping in. So this is what I see. If you look at what they're doing, they're building a stable coin market with the G7 that's projected to hit 50 trillion by 2030. I think it looks a lot like this because the world currently looks like a spaghetti bowl like this. And let's go back to the phrase that Weebus used. XRP equals the bridge settlement for all the G7 and G20 stablecoins / CBDCs. That's where this is going. And XRP is the bridge settlement for the world's money. And then eventually the world's tokenized everything, real estate, stocks, bonds, you get it, right? That's where this is going at my house. And I couldn't be more excited. And then you have to ask yourself, how much demand will there be for the XRP ledger around the world when you see the G7 and then eventually the G20 launch all their digitized, tokenized money on the XRP ledger? What do you think everyone's going to use at that point? The world will be incentivized to use our network. And then imagine if we do see some kind of non-tax for using these U.S. domiciled protocols. to incentivize the liquidity and utility of the network. If they were to run no tax on U.S. domiciled protocols like the XRP Ledger, ADA, and others, if they were to do that, then you're going to see a demand to use this protocol like never before. And in an instant, I believe you will see the world's liquidity on that ledger and others that are chosen. Just like the protocols we use of the internet we're using right now. And yes, it will bring us to a grand economic reordering.
Have some kind of a grand global economic reordering.
Yes, indeedy. That's what's in front of us right now. The exact thing for years that everyone has attacked us for is exactly what's unfolding right now. That is exactly what I'm seeing. And this is what the chart looks like on the macro, on the 1 week. You still scared? I'm not trying to sell a used car. If you're scared, say you're scared. I'm not scared. I'm in this to win it, baby. And I see where we're going. And this is how I've got it. 99% of XRP holders will sell between $10 and $20. And it may be $5 and $10. Not understanding that XRP is a key part of the new financial system we are entering. In the event of a bear market, it may go down, but if it is adopted, and especially in the manner that I just explained, it will decouple from Bitcoin. And if it is adopted in the manner that all G7 nations launch a stablecoin on the XRP ledger, I don't think it'll have any problem decoupling from Bitcoin. That's for sure. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. It's just my digital perspectives. We're going into the Freedom Zone, and today we're going to take a look at a technology and an innovation that's already changing the world. And a lot of people are about to be unemployed forever. You could join us in the Freedom Zone. Click the link underneath the video. You could join the YouTube. You could join us on Patreon or on X. All the same prices, same perks. All your daily videos with 0 Google ads. It's worth the price of admission in itself, and it's less than the cost of a cup of coffee per month. So click the link and come on in.